We're so naive. We thought this project might take us a weekend or two. Never, ever, ever, ever do that. But before we paint wheels, we have to turn this into this. Uh-oh, man down. Okay, so the bees taking over this part of the door here. Look how big those suckers are. Look at all of them. Whoa. Came at me. Came at me.
So here's the situation. We've got 4 of the wheels we ain't even got to yet, cleaned them yet. We got 3 of them that are cleaned, and this is our paint booth. It's a little janky right now. Little man door. And the light set up. 3 of the rims, over half rims are in, and the rest of them are in.
So the next step, after finally getting them off the trailer, which I don't even want to tell you how heavy these things are and how many times we've moved them. But Todd spent a significant amount of time getting these cleaned up between sanding and then just making sure they're free of all the debris and dust. So kudos to him on that one. The next day. Morning.
Morning. So, take 25.
No, it's not that bad.
Janae wants a more concise. She asked me a question and just sits back and takes the answer. But.
And I'll show you that in speed it up right here.
So the plan today is paint wheels, power washer, Tommy's house, evaluate, measure, spray, day. That's the end of the day. That sounds pretty easy, right? Is that more concise?
So, let the painting and the mixing commence.
This is from World War II. I think they use this on the Enola Gay. We need another cord. Hold on. Quick little bump.
Oh my god,
This is way too big.
Oh my god, yeah. So the plan is that we need to get a coat of primer on first, obviously, just to help the longevity of the Rust-Oleum flat black paint that we decided to go with. So we're thinking maybe the black will take about 2 to 3 coats. So we'll just see how this goes on. next day. All right, here's a look at what Todd did on one of the days that I couldn't help him. It's pretty self-explanatory, but we were going to do a couple of coats of the black, so this is his first coat.
So today's been paint the first coat on the wheels, and then over to Tom's to start making some measurements, laying out the gas tanks, or the extra gas tank. And now it's 5:45 and I am heading back to paint. So hopefully get another coat of paint on, and then that'll leave us basically another coat, another 3 swipes at it, and we should have the wheels in pretty good shape. So that's the plan.
1 week later. So something you should know about Todd: he knows how to plan a build, and he will seek out all kinds of materials that we need far before we ever need them. And that leads us to solar panels. Explain yourself.
Solar panels, 250 watt solar panels.
How many?
6. Give us 1,500 watts of solar, which we could just about probably power the house with it. So we have plenty of solar. These are off of a commercial build. They're 5 years old, and we got a pretty good deal on them. So I went ahead and got 6. I measured out the roof of the truck, and they all will fit, with allowing us enough room for our escape hatch roof access door. So that's where we're at. We're going to load them. We're going to store them here with the paint booth that we built, and so they're out of the way, and they're inside, out of the way, out of the weather. And this is what they look like. There you go. Backside. I took on some water trying to get here.
All right, so what you're watching is the second coat of black being applied, and we got that on and decided to grab the Corvette, which hasn't been out of storage for a while, get it running, took it over to Tommy's house to do a couple of other projects. Step 1, clean out the gas tank that we purchased late last fall. We're going to take the step out of this and re-weld it.
Shitter's full.
So the next step was power washing. But first there was a lot of steps before that, because we had a power washer that I'm pretty sure was older than me, and then we couldn't get it started. We tried to fix it, and then we dug out a different one out of the barn. So anyway, we finally got that running. And Todd did a nice undercarriage wash so he could prep it for paint. So then we went back and did our last coat of black paint. It was a painstaking process, but totally worth it. And we know we'll have to do some touch-ups once we put the tires and wheels back together. And speaking of putting those back together, that's what you're in store for the next Salt and Siren. We thank you so much for watching. You guys are so great to come back week after week, and we will see you next time.
When the world shuts down, we can figure it out. Go on telling everybody that we'll stick around. In the longest night, I'll be by your side. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright.